have my camera so precariously balanced, literally on a candle. Hello and welcome to a new reading vlog. It is Saturday. Yeah, it's Saturday. I meant to start this vlog a week ago. I suck. I don't know why. It's been so hard for me to update my reading vlog so much lately. Actually, for this week, it's because I think I worked 5 out of the last 7 days. So, which is frankly rude. Anyway, let's do a reading update. I actually have gotten a little bit of reading done. A little bit. I'm getting a little worried I'm not going to make my Goodreads goal at this point. I am currently 7 books behind. I have read 77 books this year and my goal is 100. It is November 6th and I don't know how I'm going to do that. I don't know. I'm reading novellas basically. That's the only thing I can read at this point. It's one I'll have the attention spans for, and I really want to make my goal. And the other thing is I tried reading a poetry book. I got like 30 pages in and it was really depressing and I didn't want to read it anymore. But let's just do an update of what I have been reading recently. I don't remember if I said so or not, but I did finish volume 2 of Doctor Who, the 11th Doctor comic book series. This one was called Serve You. Really enjoyed it. I loved it so much. It is one of the only 2 books I read in October, which is frankly embarrassing for me. Anyway, next I read The Cracked Spine by Paige Shelton. This was a recommendation from a friend of mine, and I really enjoyed this. This was my first cozy mystery book. I had a lot of fun with it. I loved the characters. I thought the story was really interesting and engaging. I loved the setting. It took place at this bookshop in Scotland, and it was an American who was moving there, and it was just a really fun, immersive experience. I listened to the audiobook and had so much fun. Next, I read 2 Christmas novellas by Lila Monroe. I read Snowden with the Billionaire, which was a fine book. It was okay, nothing too extraordinary. The characters were fine. I liked the premise of the story quite a lot. I just didn't adore the execution of it, but it was a fun little book to read and did get me a little bit in the Christmas spirit because I liked the setting. They were at a cabin and there was like a big snowstorm, so it really did feel Christmassy. And then the other book I read by her is Christmas with the Billionaire, which I did really enjoy. I think I liked this one better. It was about an actress who ends up having to kind of fake date a big producer, and she ends up going to his family home with him because she needs a place to stay for the night and like wait out the storm or wait for the trains to start back up. And it was just really fun seeing that dynamic with the family. I thought it was really cool. And then I read Heat of the Moment by Elle Kennedy, which I'm gonna be honest was kind of a big flop for me, which, believe me, to say this about an Elle Kennedy book is incredibly surprising for me. But this was a novella. It was only like 70 pages. And I don't know exactly when she wrote this. I think it was probably before the Off-Campus series. Was this book super spicy? Yes, and it was, you know, fun to read. But the characters just were not there. They're very two-dimensional, kind of boring. And then the conflict that the characters had in the end, like, oh my god, it was the dumbest argument I've ever read in my life. So I didn't love it. I guess a 2 or 3 stars. I think I gave it a 3 stars on Goodreads. I don't give things usually lower than that, but yeah, not a big fan. This, and what I got on Kindle was like a bind up of multiple novellas in this series, but I just was not interested in reading the next one. So what I am reading right now, though, is Mangoes and Mistletoe by Adriana Herrera. I have been wanting to read this book for so long, but I've been waiting for my library to get it, and it finally has the audiobook, so I am listening to that. I will hopefully be finishing that one tonight. I'm planning to do some crocheting and listening to my audiobook. And then I also started another cozy mystery because I'm just feeling that vibe. I think they are a lot of fun. And this one is called Cappuccinos, Cupcakes, and a Corpse by Harper Lynn. And I am very excited. I don't remember I'm not sure I actually even read the summary of what it was about. I went on my friend's Goodreads because she's been reading cozies lately, and I just picked one that she had read. So I'm excited to give it a try though. I'm going to be trying really hard to read more. I want to try and engage in my YouTube more. It's been a lot. Having a new job is a lot, but I'm trying. Hopefully soon I will be able to catch up on my Goodreads goal. Maybe I'll just start reading picture books, like literally. Anyway, but that is my reading update. I have done some reading, more than I did in October, which is I can't believe I only read one book and one comic book in the month of October. That's really, like, I've never had reading slumps like that before, so it's frustrating, but I'm working through it. For now, I have quite a bit of time before I have to go to bed, so I'm going to do some yoga really quick and then do some reading tonight. I do have a Hallmark movie that I started earlier and I want to finish, and then I might watch a little bit of Doctor Who, but I do want to get some reading done tonight because it's been a while since I've gotten to read. Just sit down and read. I wish I could just sit down and read every day. Why do we have to participate in society again? I'm not sure. But that's my reading update, and I hope I can actually update this reading vlog. I hope that I find the energy to put more motivation into this channel and into reading vlogs, because it really does mean a lot to me, even if like 3 people watch this, and that's basically all that usually does. But I do really like this, and it's a really good outlet for me of something to do. Speaking of outlet, it's also NaNoWriMo. It's 6 days in and I have not written a single word, and I don't know if I'm going to. I wanted to participate. I haven't even checked the website. I haven't even like signed up on the website. I started brainstorming an idea for something new. Maybe I'll do some editing on my old work in progress that I've been working on for years. I don't know. I want to, I just don't know where to start. And it's hard for me to commit to NaNoWriMo knowing that it's impossible for me to get to 50,000 words this month. Like, there's just too much going on. Working full-time, I can't write 50,000 words this month. And I've only won NaNoWriMo once. So at that time I did go out, like, I didn't go in thinking I'd be able to make it. My brain stopped working there for a second, but I did, and now I just don't know if I want to commit to even trying, if I'm not going to make it 50,000. I know any word count matters, but I also am at a point where I don't know what I want to work on, if I want to work on my old project, or if I want to try developing this new idea, but I literally don't have enough to start developing. Like, it is, like, I, on a whim, was like, what if I did this, and texted my sister, and she's like, cool, okay. But I don't know. I wish I had more time for things. So gonna go do some yoga, try and relax a little bit, and find at least a couple hours to myself today. But I will check in with you guys later. Hello, a very quick reading update. It is Sunday. I finished Mangoes and Mistletoe by Adrienne Herrera. I didn't like it all that much, to be honest. I think the premise of it was so interesting, but I just didn't feel a connection between the characters, so it was kind of a flop for me. Like, the story was really cool and like the baking contest, but like I never really felt like the characters even liked each other, let alone loved each other, so a little bit of a flop for me. I think I gave it a 3 stars, but it's really more like a 2 stars. And then last night at work I listened to a Doctor Who audiobook called The Stone Rose by Jacqueline Rayner. This one I loved. It was so much fun. This is a Ten and Rose story where they find a statue in a museum in present time that looks exactly like Rose, and so they go back to ancient Rome when it was supposedly made to find out who made it, and it was a whole adventure happens. There's some technology from like the 2300s,
and it was just really, really, really fun. David Tennant narrated it, which I think was part of why it was such a fun experience. He is such a fun narrator, and overall I just really enjoyed it. I used to own this in a paper copy at one point, but I don't know if I unhauled it or it's somewhere else, I'm not sure, but I really, really enjoyed it. It was a fun book. I definitely want to pick up more Doctor Who audiobooks soon. So I am now to 79 out of 100 books for my goal. I'm still 6 books behind schedule, but I think I'm going to read a novella tonight, and then I started the next mystery book of Books and Bagpipes by Paige Shelton. And I'm very excited. I'm just a little bit into that, a couple chapters, but they already found a dead body, so I'm having fun. But that is my little reading update. I need to get dressed and leave for work in like literally 2 minutes, so I will update you later. Update. It is, I don't know what day it is, Wednesday. It's Wednesday the 10th. I had a nice relaxing night. I took a bubble bath and did a face mask, and I watched some movies, and I made some cookies, which I'm gonna probably go eat another one, but I thought I would do a really quick reading update. It's not much. I read Office Hours by Isla Chu. I apologize, I did not look up how to say her name, but it was one of the worst books I've ever read. Yeah, it's a novella. It was like 40 pages, so I didn't waste a lot of time. I found some romance tropes that are hard stops for me. Anything involving bribery or like blackmail are an absolute no for me. I cannot do it. It sickened me. The consent was questionable, which is another hard pass for me. The concept of it being a professor and a student, because that's what it was, that part I could get past if it was written correctly. I've read a professor-student romance before, and I liked it a lot. This one, I don't know if that was a TA or a professor, it's not important. This one, the imbalance of power was just an absolute no for me. So I gave it a 1 star. And I don't do that often, but like, I can't even like say like, oh, if you like that, if you want to read that, that's fine, which I guess it is, but like, I just don't like when romances have such dark tropes in them, I guess. I don't know. I just didn't like the imbalance of power. I didn't think it was safe. And obviously you could read a romance and appreciate the story without wanting that story to come true. But this one was just a little too much for me. But again, 40 pages, not a big deal. So I finished it, I'm done. I'm going to read a little bit more now. I'm up to 5 books behind, which is not bad, I guess. I started a poetry book, Women of Resistance, Poems for a New Feminism. I was looking for poetry that wasn't depressing, and I thought this would be a good thing. I've only read a little bit of it. I'm still listening to Books and Bagpipes, and I'm still reading Cappuccinos, Cupcakes, and a Corpse, which is what I'm going to go read for a little bit now before bed. And that is my reading update. I will update you in a little bit. We're getting a few days away from what is going to be a very fun weekend, because Red, Taylor's version, comes out, and I'm so excited. So there's my little update. I will update you later. I really can't tell if this is in focus or not, but I finished listening to Red, Taylor's version, and oh my god, it was just the most incredible experience ever. I loved it so much. The 10-minute All Too Well, I can't even express how much I love that. And I think my other favorites were State of Grace Acoustic. That's my favorite off the original, and would you believe it, it's still one of my favorites. And then I really liked the Lucky One. Hearing a 30-year-old Taylor sing that song was insane. I loved it. And then I really liked a new vault track with Ed Sheeran called Run. I really enjoyed that one. I cannot wait for the short film with Dylan O'Brien. I literally want to die thinking about it. It's gonna be so good. Other than that, I loved it. It was amazing. And as for a reading update, I did in fact finish the cozy mystery I was reading. Loved it, 5 out of 5 stars. But I'm just gonna be thinking about Red Taylor's version for the next little bit. So I will see you in the vlog tomorrow when I go to buy the CD at Target. Hello, this lighting is terrible, but there's nothing to be done about that. It is now Friday, November 12th. I am going into Target to buy Red Taylor's version. I am wearing my rep sweater today. I don't have any red merch. I just ordered a shirt, but that won't be here until Christmas. So I am going to also go to the Starbucks in here and get breakfast because I didn't eat breakfast before my appointment because I thought it was more important to trim my bangs than to eat. And I still don't even like how I trimmed them. Anyway, I'm gonna get some breakfast and I'm gonna see if they have Taylor's drink, which I think is just a caramel latte. So like even if they don't know what I'm talking about, if I ask if they have the Taylor Swift drink, I can just order what it is. But Starbucks just posted about it on their Instagram, so I feel like everyone should, all the employees should know what it is. And then I'm going to buy the CD, and then I have some groceries to get, and I'm very excited. Okay. None of this was a reading update, but if you watch my reading vlog from when Fearless came out, it's the same thing. I'm doing the same thing. So it's so funny that I've bought every Taylor CD here at Target, and I remember when the first Red came out, I was in 2012. I think I was in 6th grade, 7th grade. I don't remember. I think it was 6th grade. And I so vividly remember is that my mom picked me up from school, and I was so sad because I was like, I had to be in school all day. I couldn't listen to Taylor's new album yet. Like, digitally buying it wasn't quite a thing yet. Like, it was, but I didn't have my iPod at school or anything. And when my mom picked me up from school, she had already gone to Target and gotten it for me and surprised me with it. And I literally didn't even wait the 3-minute drive home. I had already put it on in the car, and it was a vibe. So, and I'm sure I have that CD somewhere still. I just don't know where. So, but now I'm gonna go buy Taylor's version, and I'm so excited. So it turns out this Target is dumb, and they don't have it. They don't have the new CD. It's 10 in the morning on the day of release. How do you not have it? Anyway, I did get Taylor's latte. I got it iced because despite my sweater, it is 80 degrees outside. It is a caramel latte with non-fat milk. I did get it iced. I will say an unwarranted comment from the Starbucks barista who I ordered from. He's like, wow, like so basic, Taylor's latte. I was like, sir, did I ask you? No. And then the girl who actually made the drink was like, oh no, it's really good and it's an easy drink to make, which is good. And then she wrote Taylor's latte on there, really cute. So it is very good. I'll be honest, it is not that different from my usual drink. I usually just get an iced coffee with either vanilla or caramel, and this is basically an iced coffee with caramel. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know exactly what makes a latte. I don't know if it's, I don't think it's espresso, is it? Is it just coffee with milk and caramel, I think? I think it's the same thing, basically. I already drink, but it's very good. And now I guess I'm gonna go to the next Target and see if they have it. I don't really feel like driving around all day, but whatever. I did get my groceries, which includes migraine medicine and gum, but I also got this. This is Some Things I Still Can't Tell You, a collection of poems by Misha Collins from Supernatural. I have been wanting to get this, I just hadn't gotten the chance, and it actually was on sale. So and the same price as like buying it online. So I think I will read this today. I was planning on getting the red CD and then going home to take a bath. But I guess I have to go to another Target. But I will, I think, read this today. So there's that. I guess I did get one thing. It was the last copy. But now I have to figure out the next closest Target to go see if they have the CD. So I found it. This Target had it, but it doesn't say whether this one is the clean or the explicit version. Usually there's a sticker for explicit, but I don't know if they just forgot it or what. Target usually sells the explicit versions. So I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna listen to the 10-minute of All Too Well, because I know for sure that has a swear word in it, and if it doesn't on this CD, I'm gonna go back inside and return it, and I guess just order on Taylor's website, because I don't know what is going on. Target needs to get it together. But I will be right back and let you know if this is clean or not. It's the explicit one, so I am going to keep it, and which means I don't have to get out of my car again, which I'm very excited about. I'm now going to head home. I've got some booktube recording to do with a dead camera, of course, and that's it, I think, today. Might get our nails done, haven't decided, but I'm so excited for this. First off, ignore, my skin looks really red in the camera. It must just be a reaction to the soap I used. What's new? Just got out of the shower. It is 3 in the morning. But I thought I would close out this reading vlog because I'm going to go edit it. But I did want to show you a little haul from Half Price Books today. Does someone in a reading slump need to be buying books? No, but here I am. I wanted to, so here we are. I got the poetry of Louisa May Alcott. I don't know if I said this in my vlog or not, or just on Instagram, but I've been wanting to read some more poetry to catch up on my Goodreads goal, and all the poetry I was finding online, like recommendation wise, is like newer poetry published in the last like 5 to 10 years. The like Instagram style poetry, if you know what I mean, but like Rupi Kaur, is, if that's how you say her name, like very much that style. And like I read the Princess Saves Herself in this one, that like trilogy or however many ones of those last year. And like I like them, they're just not my style exactly. I don't really love reading that style. And the other thing is, a lot of those style of poetry books are just so depressing. And like I get it, that was their processing, and you know, they want these poems to be emotional, but I just want poems to be pretty. Like like the trauma dumping in some of these poetry books, like with that style, I just couldn't take it. I had started one that I saw on TikTok. I got like 30 pages in. It was just so much. Like I'm not in a mental state to be reading that. So I picked up some Louisa May Alcott. I just feel like she maybe has some like more pretty and just like less depressing ones. They are longer and they're going to be written differently because they're from the 1800s, but I love Little Women so much, so I wanted to give it a try. I also did get Misha Collins' book as well, like I said. I just have not read that yet, but I want to. And then I need to take all the stickers off of these. I got Lauren Graham's fiction novel because I love Gilmore Girls. I love Lauren Graham. I read her memoir a while ago, and I need to finish rereading her memoir. And she talked a lot about writing this book, and I just think I would really like it, and I think soon would be actually a good time to read it, because to just like, it's been so long since I've read just like a fiction book like this. I think there is a romance aspect to it, but it definitely leans onto the side of like women's fiction, and I just feel like that sounds really nice right now. And I feel like Lauren Graham as a person, I feel like would translate well as a writer, because she just is a very approachable storyteller, and so I think I'll like this. It's not necessarily a story I would usually gravitate towards. It takes place in 1995. How interesting. I didn't know that. it's an aspiring actress. So, and I don't usually care for books that are like actors or musicians and stuff, but I have a feeling I'll like this. So I picked this up. And then I did get a couple clearance historicals. I don't know if I'll keep all of these. Some of them, I have said it in a vlog before. I'm thinking about starting like a surprise bookish box for historical romances on my Etsy. It's kind of on the back burner right now just because I felt really overwhelmed and busy. It might be something that like I launch in the new year is probably the most likely occurrence, but I got All Scott and Bothered by Kerrigan Byrne. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I own this already or not. I don't think I do, but if I do, then you know, one will be a giveaway, one I'll keep. But I read one Kerrigan Byrne, wasn't super impressed, but I've heard a lot better things about this one, and this is a fairly recent release, so I couldn't resist getting it for $2. And then this one is one I plan on giving away, Hit Me With Your Best Scott by Suzanne Enoch. I think I do have some books by her, but this is a Highlander romance, obviously, and it just, you know, had a really good cover, basically, is why I bought it. So, and then this one, I'm not giving away, it's mine. It is An Outlaw's Christmas by Linda Lyle Miller. It is a historical romance that takes place in Arizona in 1915 at Christmas time. I will be picking this up ASAP, and even though I haven't been necessarily in the mood for romance books, let alone historicals, Miss Linda Lyle Miller is the exception, especially a cowboy romance in Arizona in 1915. Like, I'm picking this up as soon as possible. I'm currently reading a book, but after that one, I think I'll pick this one up because, I mean, a teacher, Piper St. James, in a schoolhouse, and then Sawyer McKettrick has a wild heart. He's injured and collapses in the snow. Oh my god, this is, I'm calling it, this is gonna be one of the best books I've read this year. I don't know what it is about Linda Lyle Miller's writing, but I've only read 2 books by her, but I am just like enamored with her writing because something about the setting of a Western just set something off in my brain that I just absolutely adore. Like, some people go crazy for Highlanders, and I do love like a romance that takes place in Scotland or you know, a Regency that's in England or whatever, but the Westerns is weirdly, I think, where I'm finding my favorites. So I don't know what it is. Then I did get one other book, but it's a gift, so I'm not going to show it. And that is my little haul. I don't have any reading updates, but I'm planning to get some reading done tonight while I'm editing and everything. So hopefully, let's see where I am on my Goodreads goal. I'm getting there. I am 5 books behind, which isn't bad. I'm currently reading 3 books. I bet if I tried, I could finish the poetry book tonight and make some headway in the audiobook I'm listening to. I'm not super far into it, but there's already been a dead body found. So I am excited to keep going. I'm going to go put my headphones in and listen to this right now, and hopefully get closer to making my Goodreads goal. I really, really want to make it. And this is, I mean, I'm on book 81, so I still have 19 books. I might just start picking up like actual children's books if I need to. I know it doesn't really matter if you make your goal or not, but I like making it. There's something in my brain that says I can't just not make it to 100 books. So even if I'm reading like really, really short children's books, I'm reading. So that is my update. I think that's it. I hope you enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. I am attempting to plan some extra content for December. I might have to switch my schedule around a little bit, but I'm hoping to do sort of a Vlogmas situation. So keep, stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.